Welcome back to the Run Home with Joel and Fletch. Jimmy's just polishing off that chicken with Fletch, and Fletch is about to plagiarise Jimmy, who's just told us a very fascinating story, which, Brian loves his sayings, so he is going to share that very shortly. The Run Home with Joel and Fletch. Hyundai's end of financial year event is on now, with offers across a wide range of vehicles. Tonight, what a big game this is. South Sydney Rabbitohs taking on the Brisbane Broncos, 8 p.m, Accor Stadium. Cameron Murray is back. Named on the bench, so they have dropped Silva Havili. Corey Oates has been ruled out. Rookie Joseph Karapani replaces him, and Xavier Willison and Tony Staggs will both play. The Rabbitohs have scored 88 points in their past two games. That has caught fire. And speaking about the Rabbitohs, a former Rabbitoh, Brian, has just shared a great tale.
Yes.
Because
James,
if it's raining cats and dogs, you've shared that with us. What are the ones you've told us?
Chew the fat.
Chew the fat.
Haven't got a pot to piss in.
Yep.
All that sort of gear. Dead ringer.
Yep.
On the wagon, off the wagon.
You just learned another one.
Tell the one. Tell it.
No, well, you're better at this stuff.
Well, not really. Chester.
So Chester's an old town in England.
Yep.
Jimmy was talking about, it was built before Roman times.
Correct.
The low doors because we've grown so much in society, all the testosterone, etc.
Oh, yeah.
Carnivores come in to hear the story as well, which he's already heard. And
the town hall.
So they had this issue with Wales.
Yep.
So the town hall, obviously four sides to the town hall, the clock tower.
Yep.
But the clock was only visible on three sides.
Correct.
And why was it not visible to Wales?
Because they obviously don't like Wales and there was an issue.
Yep.
Hence the phrase, I'm not going to give you the time of day.
I'm not going to give you the time of day. So Chester would not give Wales.
Do you reckon in like 200 years, 300 years, there'll be sayings now? Do you think the A grade might make it into the vernacular?
And then someone's telling the reason why that happened.
Yeah, because the fence porker was there.
Yeah.
Fletch, if he was a champion cockroach swimmer, this is the box man. If he was a champion cockroach swimmer, cockroach, you'd be porking with him as well. No, I wouldn't, Phil. I wouldn't.
Is that Phil from Queensland?
Yeah, it's Phil from Brizzy. I wouldn't. I just the girls and the guys have just won world records. He's not carrying on. Like, you don't need to carry on.
No.
Get in the if you want to pork.
If he's porking palings in Paris,
I'm off him.
yeah, we're off.
Like, you don't. He's also Laurie Lawrence just running up and down.
No. He was fine. West Tigers take on the Gold Coast. We mentioned the tourist is going to be there. The halves pairing, which I love. Aiden Caesar, he's back. Caesar salad, and he's alongside Appy Coruscant, who put his hand up and said, "Coach, I'll take the 7 if you don't mind." I love that. Lockie Galvin, that's all sorted. Apparently, he's going to be staying at the West Tigers, but he's out of the match. Charlie Staines on the wing, but there is some doubt around whether he'll actually play. Brent Naden to the bench. Adam Dewey named in the reserves. We think he comes back through reserve grade. Phil Sami returns, but the big news, Dave Fafita is out of the clash. The West Tigers have not defeated the Titans at Leichhardt Oval since 2008. Bit of a caveat there. I don't know how many times they've played the Titans at Leichhardt Oval since 2008. But the Titans have won 5 on the trot against the West Tigers, who have conceded almost 100 points in their last 2 games. But I'm feeling something different, Brian. I know Campierre is a threat, 9 tries from his last 6. But I think the Mighty Tigers, in the presence of the great tourists, will get a famous win at Leichhardt Oval.
Okay, hope so.
Yep.
I hope so. What else, Shook?
Go Media Stadium, Warriors taking on the Melbourne Storm. I know everyone's tipping the Warriors. They have won the last 15, the Melbourne Storm, which is the longest record at the moment for a live record for a team versus another one in the National Rugby League. Sean Johnson comes back. How does he work out with Tamari Martin, who's been airborne? Chanel Harris-Tavita keeps his spot in the 17. No Freddie Lussick. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck named in the extended squad, but not expected to play. And, Dallin Watene-Lesniak, who could forget his efforts against the Melbourne Storm? He has scored 6 tries in his last 5 games. And who could forget that amazing Xavier Coates try last time they played to escape it?
That's right. That's the only reason why I'm backing the Warriors.
Yep.
Is the fact that this game tends to square up quite evenly because they were home. Warriors were home.
They were home.
They were the better side.
Yep.
So I think, could we see a reversal? Could we see Dallin just scoring in the corner?
Maybe.
2 minutes to go.
Parramatta Eels take on the Roosters. That is a sellout, by the way, once again at Go Media Stadium. This game, Parramatta Eels and the Roosters at Combank Stadium, 7:35 p.m. Saturday night. No Swali'i due to suspension. Brandon Smith is out on his own accord, so he's been dropped from the team for this one. We reckon they'll be back next week. So Connor Watson, handy replacement, comes in. Madison's been ruled amongst the reserves. Mike Acevo is back on the wing, 44 tries from his last 44 matches. I just see a big win here for the Roosters. Fletch, how do you see it?
Yeah, I do too. they were knocked up their forward pack last week. Like the Dogs have. I mean, we're all bagging at the start of the year saying they've picked a team of utilities, but that young Hughes was very good last week. Anywho, I'm with you. I think the Chooks, not by much though. I'm saying 1-12.
Manly take on the Dragons, Brookvale Oval, the only game they've lost this year, which they were terribly unlucky. They were lapping the Canberra Raiders, and from nowhere they got off the canvas. A few lucky tries. Hamole Olakawatu's had that calf concern, but he has been named. Will he play? I'm sure Madge Maguire will want to see him play. Nathan Brown replaces suspended Josh Aloye. No changes to the starting 17 for the Dragons. Their back line, particularly that left-hand side. Moses Sully's airborne, Matthew Fine's airborne, and just inside them, I think Luciano Leilua is playing quite well as well.
Yeah, well, he's gained his fitness back. But Moses Sully, every time he gets the ball, I've never seen him get put on his back.
Nah.
Every time he looks fitter. Looks a lot fitter, and he's got that beautiful unders So they're a chance. The Dragons definitely. What's the start there? What are the Dragons?
It was 6.5, I think it was. So I'm all aboard that train on the feed. You can check out the feed. What are you really gambling with on Sportsbet? Tommy Talau, 4 tries last week, 9 tries in his past 6 games. And Ruben Garrick needs 12 points for 400 points at 4 Pines Park. Newcastle Knights versus the Panthers. Of course, the beanies will be donned all round. Beanie for Brain Cancer round, of course, for the Mark Hughes Foundation. The Big 3 trek will finish at McDonald Jones Stadium. So it's going to be a big Newcastle Knights atmosphere there. Beanie for Brain Cancer round. Bradman Best returns. Fletcher Sharp keeps his spot at fullback. David Armstrong, of course, the news we've heard this week, is now agitating to get a release to go overseas. Dylan Edwards has been named to start, and Jack Cole will partner Luai in the halves. And as I said, I am not penning Luai as a chance to be the halfback for New South Wales.
Okay, if he's the 7, who's your 6? Oh, you're on Birdo.
Birdo. If the Roosters come out with a big win, and he has a blinder, which he has done many times in the absence of Cleary, he's got to be in the conversation, doesn't he?
Who?
Luai. That's 7.
Playing the Roosters?
No, if Moses gets beaten well by the Roosters.
Yeah.
Then I think Luai's a major contender.
I think they'll go with Moses anyway, regardless.
Okay.